All right, guys, Prophet Picks here with a Prophet Sports video. In this one, we're going to touch on the Chicago Bears issue again. Watching this season has been painfully familiar. Out of recent years, there is no doubt that this one stings a little more than the others. The Bears never could really nurture quarterback talent, so pretty much the entire city was excited to see that the organization drafted a generational talent in Caleb Williams, and even from there, the offense was looking good with DeAndre Swift being added as well as Keenan Allen, DJ Moore getting that huge contract, and then the Bears drafting a top wide receiver in Rome Odunze. Obviously, the city had something to be pretty damn excited about. Especially, you consider the fact that the defense was pretty much a top defense last year. Not this year, obviously. But so, again, all things to be excited about. Fast forward to the beginning of the season, and, the offense seems to stall, but the Bears still managed to go 4-2 in the first 6 games. As we all know, things quickly fell apart from there, though. The Bears have so far managed to lose out, now standing, or I guess laying at 4-12. One thing that is frustratingly familiar is the inability to protect the quarterback, however. And the Bears have allowed the most sacks by far this year. When I see the line fall apart like a wet paper bag, it takes me back to the days when Jay Cutler came to Chicago and he got killed behind the Chicago Bears offensive line. One game that sticks out to me in particular is that Sunday night game against the Giants. I believe it was in 2008. Man, that was brutal. And I personally believe that was kind of the game that ultimately destroyed Jay Cutler's tenure in Chicago. I think that he was ultimately damaged from that game and never recovered. Damaged in more than one way. So when we step back and we see how the losing impacts Caleb, even if it seems he is handling it fairly well, you can't help but to think how the Bears' perennial failure of an offensive line can still be an issue after all these years, right? It's like you go and draft Caleb Williams and you don't do anything about the line. To me, that's like buying a Lamborghini without having a garage to store it in. Not smart at all in terms of protecting your asset or protecting, your cherished possession or whatever, right? So, do I think Caleb Williams would be destroyed by the Chicago Bears' inability to protect their quarterbacks? Not necessarily, but that could depend. He seems to have a good attitude in general, albeit it must be incredibly difficult to have one after getting hit 60-something times or whatever it's been, sacked 60-something times. But, his stats are actually not horrible. He has still managed to somehow end up in the top half of the league in terms of passing yards and passing touchdowns. He has allowed near the fewest interceptions, giving up only 6. These are all significant accomplishments, if you ask me, especially behind that offensive line that is crap. I think that this could be the most positive thing here, and it could mean big things, honestly. So his stat line really speaks optimism to me here in the end. If the Bears can somehow manage to actually start to put together a serviceable line, let alone a good one, the sky really could be the limit for Caleb. I know we have seen some pretty bad throws and some miscommunications and things like that, but again, like I said in one of my previous videos about the Bears' offensive line, they can really set the tone for the offense, and things can really come together when they start to play well. They got to be the engine. They got to be the accelerating part of this team to get off to a good start and keep it going like that, right? So, like I've been saying throughout, my expectation is that the Bears front office puts a major emphasis on putting together a quality offensive line. I don't know what else they need to see to address that specific problem. I don't know if someone wants to show them this video or another, because I know that there's plenty of people out there talking about this in a similar way. I don't know. It's crazy. And I think that I don't know how they don't see the importance of getting this line right, especially at this point, But although tough people last and tough times don't, the Bears sure do like to create tough times year in and year out. So, who knows? All I know is, speaking to expectations as a fan, to me it doesn't make sense, or it wouldn't be logical to expect or hope for anything different if they didn't fix this offensive line issue. So there's that. Anyways, that's it for this one, guys. We'll need to see what the Bears choose to do in order to clean up this mess. But they better do something, man. This is brutal, and, as a fan, I can't really take it anymore. This is ridiculous. So, anyways, I want to thank you guys for checking it out. Do me a solid. Please like, subscribe, drop some comments below. Let's talk sports, right? I want to get this channel going. I've been dropping videos pretty consistently. Again, Today is one of those days where I don't have a whole lot of time. I'm out on the road, but I still wanted to go ahead and get this video out because I really want to get some traction on this channel, put out some content for you guys, and hope you guys can enjoy it, right? So, yeah, please take care, and I'll check you on the next one.